Pinterest has always been good for boosting traffic to your blog, but has recently taken steps to morph itself into something more like a social media platform. While this isn't entirely bad news, this does affect how bloggers should be using it. Today we're going to explore this change and learn what it means for bloggers like you. Hi, I'm Liz Stapleton, host of the Blogger Breakthrough Summit, and welcome to the Blogger Breakthrough Summit podcast, where I share some of the incredible tips and tricks that were shared during our most recent annual virtual summit. In today's episode, you're going to be learning from Megan Williamson, Pinterest marketing expert and OG pinner. Let's get to it.
We have been trained to think that Pinterest has always been a traffic driver as a search engine. So if you're a newer blogger, you might be thinking, well, isn't it like Instagram or Facebook? Absolutely not. This platform is actually much more like Google or YouTube. So it helps connect people with your content, with your ideas, with your inspiring story for months and years to come. So it's not just like pushing something out on Instagram stories and it expires 24 hours later, or even something we know that the average lifespan of an Instagram post or a Facebook post is about 1 to 2 days. Whereas as a search engine, Pinterest wants to take your content, label it or index it, right? So that it can connect it to the right people at the right time. And that's the way they describe it. So what that means is they index your content, they decide who it is relevant for, and they try to connect their user base with your content or your ideas. And of course, I always have a little itch here. This only ever happens when you're running workshops that your nose gets itchy. Now, so as a search engine, it can give back to you for ages. But what we've seen is this shift away from being known as a traffic driving platform. And I know as a blogger, you're saying, yeah, but Megan, that's why I want to use it. But I want to share with you how things have evolved. So Pinterest has gone all in on idea pins. And that's what I was joking about. If you've been living under a rock and you don't know what an idea pin is, idea pins have become basically paramount to your success on Pinterest, because Pinterest has gone all in. And what it wants to do is encourage bloggers and creators. They use the term creator. I know that the focus of the summit is focusing on the term blogger, but as a platform, they wanted to provide a way for creators to share their content and their ideas without having to ask people to leave. Now, this has been really upsetting to a lot of people who make their income from ads on their website. And we have been traditionally trained that Pinterest is a traffic driver. Now it is becoming more social. And as the user base gets younger, which it has, and as other platforms evolve and change, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, all the platforms, Pinterest is no different. And let's just get real. Like, as your social media marketing business coach for the time period of the duration of this workshop, things have changed an incredible amount across the landscape of social media. So Instagram announced we're no longer an image sharing platform. YouTube brought out shorts when we used to go to YouTube for long format videos. So Pinterest is no different. They're evolving with the people who are using it. So if you're like, well, I'm on my soapbox here, Megan, and I'm not using them, then it's not going to work for you. If you don't have that positive mindset and you don't want to shift with where the platform is going and where the people who use the platform, how they engage with content, then you're just not going to get love from the platform. So I'm here to share some of the ways that you can get loved on by the platform. I want you to keep an open mindset and think about it in a holistic way. So it's not possible for you to just share idea pins and have the growth that you used to have. Maybe you make a lot of video content, or you make a lot of content for other platforms like Instagram or Facebook. I want you to think about how you can repurpose your content in a purposeful way for Pinterest to help reach more people, to increase your visibility, and then think about that next step about how you could turn it into traffic.
Okay, hopefully this episode has given you some ideas about how Pinterest is changing and how you can still creatively use it to increase your visibility. Be sure to join me next time when we find out why creating good content should always be your first priority as a blogger. It's probably not what you think. I'll catch you next time.